The African continent is so vast and so rich, not only in mineral deposits and fossil fuel, but also in human capital. The influx of the Hebrew Israelites into the continent when Jerusalem was destroyed by the Romans made it richer. And that's why all nations of the world couldn't take their eyes off Africa. God's chosen people are indeed in Africa, and there are facts and evidence to show. Remember the transatlantic slave trade, where men and women were taken in chains against their will into slavery in the Americas, that is, North America, South America, and into Europe. This event was prophesied in the Bible thousands of years ago, and this can be seen in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, from verses 1 to 68. Are you surprised? You can check it out for yourself. Come on, Google transatlantic slave trade and also read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and compare. It is so interesting that what happened to us as a people, as Africans, as Nigerians from West Africa was recorded in the Bible. Interesting, isn't it? It is mind-blowing to discover that we who call ourselves Gentiles are not so Gentiles after all. It is a fact that Jews are in Africa, especially West Africa. Another African tribe you may not know are Hebrew Israelites is the Benin people of southern Nigeria. There are more than 1,000 manuscripts found in the ancient city of Timbuktu, present-day Mali, about the Benin Empire. These manuscripts, written between 11th and 14th century, mention Jewish cities scattered all over the empire. The Benin Empire, according to the Portuguese, is a Jewish state in culture and in origin. This tribe is related to the Yoruba tribe of southwest Nigeria. Some have even argued that they are one and the same people, but of course, there is a relationship between them. They are related by blood.
You can hear me clearly, Rabbi. Let us have your name once more.
My name is Rabbi Yehuda ben Shomer.
Okay. Well, is it okay if we just called you Yehuda?
Yeah, that's fine.
Today?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. No problem at all. I'll go on even further to say this, that the slave trade is actually connected to Deuteronomy 28, because the majority of the slaves that were brought to the Caribbean islands and brought to the Americas were Ibu people, were people of Hebrew and Hebraic Israelite descent, if you will. And so if you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, it matches perfectly what happened to the Hebrew slaves, the black Hebrew slaves, during the slave trade. It just matches it perfectly.
Back up now. I think we just rung a bell here. Hold up now.
Okay.
Hold up. Hold the presses.
Okay.
Hold up. I hope everyone is listening to this. This is you about to rock some boats now. Ben Yehuda there. Hold up now. Listen to what he's saying here. So you are saying that there's a great chance, or more so, that the black people that links directly to the slave trade are from the lost tribes of Israel. Is that what you're saying here, sir?
Yes, I am. Now, granted, I will qualify that I don't. Wait a second. I don't believe that every single black person is Hebraic or Jewish, but I'm saying that the majority of the slaves involved in the slave trade were Hebrews.
The name Benin is not what the people were called by during the medieval period, so reveals the old maps. Some 16th and 17th century maps of West Africa shows that the inhabitants of Togo, Benin Republic, through Yoruba land to Benin City and some parts of Delta State in southern Nigeria are called Bnei Ephraim, that is, sons of Ephraim or children of Ephraim. The name Benin or Benin is the corruption of the word Bnei, as the European pronounced the B separately and the nine to follow, thereby making it sound as B9. Benin.
Okay, so there's a lot of Israelites in southern Nigeria, and in the country next door used to be called Dahomey.
Right, I've read about Dahomey. Right.
Yeah, but now called Benin. In fact, that word Benin is a corruption or contraction from the Hebrew word Benaim Ephraim, which means the children of Ephraim.
Now that's in your book.
Yes.
I came across it. I was like, wow.
Yeah, you remember that.
That's right.
That's right.
According to oral history, they are the descendants of the biblical Israel tribe of Ephraim. This was attested to by the cartographer who drew the map in those days. Could it have been a mistake? The answer is no, because there are different cartographers who drew the same map at different times, spanning about 4 to 5 centuries, with the same name on it. Benin is an Hebrew word. It is a masculine given name derived from Ben, like Benjamin or Benito. They practice some Israelite culture, and here are some few general similarities between the Benins and the ancient Israelite culture. They name their newborn and conduct naming ceremony on the 8th day. They also circumcise their male child on the 8th day. They practice purification after childbirth and thus separation and isolation from services or from sacred or domestic work during menstrual cycle. So, the Benin people are also Israelites, just like the Yorubas. I mean, Benin and Yorubas are like one and same people. And their name during the antiquities is neither Yoruba nor Benin, but Benin Ephraim. The name Benin reflects a common naming convention in ancient Israelite culture. The ancient Israelites often use names derived from words with specific meaning or religious significance. Ben, as a prefix in name, denoted son of in Hebrew. For example, Benjamin means the son of the right hand. Most of those who were captured and sold into slavery during the slave trade into the Americas and Europe are Hebrew Israelites, one of which is the Benin people. The Benin people were enslaved by the Europeans during the transatlantic slave trade. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to arrive in the Benin Kingdom in the late 15th century, and they later established a trade relationship that ultimately led to the capture and enslavement of many Benin people. This practice continued with other European powers, leading to the exportation of thousands of individuals from the region as part of the transatlantic slave trade. The Benin Kingdom is known for its excellent craftsmanship, which can also be traced to the Bible. Exodus chapter 31 from verses 1 to 5, where Bezalel was taught by God, filled with the wisdom of craftsmanship in bronze work, leather work, carving, painting, and so on.
Name the largest single man-made structure on the planet.
Oh.
Well, not falling for that one.
No way. No way.
Is it going to be a 50-mile-long tunnel or a bridge or something like that?
What we've got out of the way, because it's hanging here like
Yeah.
a worry,
Yeah.
is it's not the Great Wall of China.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Try a continent where it might be.
Europe.
Okay.
Europe is not where it is.
Asia.
Australia.
Nor Asia, nor Australia,
Okay.
North America.
nor North America.
South America.
Nor South America,
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
nor Antarctica.
Arctic.
Russia.
Africa.
Africa! Thank you. I really hope Ban Ki-moon isn't watching this one.
No, it's
So is it an Egyptian? Is it North?
It's Nigeria, in fact.
Oh.
It's the great earthworks of Benin.
The great earthworks of Benin.
Yeah. It's almost called the walls of Benin.
The walls, of course, Benin.
Defensive
the
earthworks.
earthen walls of Benin in...
Dug by the Edo people. 10,000 miles in length.
Of it.
10,000
miles. By the Edo.
10,000 miles in length.
How could I forget?
I know. 4 times longer than the Great Wall of China.
Okay.
Puny little wall.
Consumed 100 times more material than the Great Pyramid of Cheops. Took 700 years and an estimated 150 million hours of digging. Severely damaged by the British when we sacked and burned Benin in 1897.
Aren't the British? Yes, well, they just wouldn't do as they were told. There's only so much gentle persuasion we've got time for. Sack and burn them, fuck the earthworks.
More or less exactly what happened. Yeah.
And then we twisted the knife by not remembering Africa existed.
What did they build it for?
Defensive.
Keep out the British, I imagine.
Because you could argue that the Eurasian road network is a bigger thing because it covers Portugal all the way to Siberia.
You can drive across
so
the
It's
whole
all
lot.
connected by road.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
So who do we take this up with? The Guinness Book of Records? Or do we go to Nigeria?
And it was-
Okay, I think we've got something bigger, actually.
Yeah.
Further twist the knife again.
Many of their artifacts were stolen during the slave trade. I'm sure you know that. These artifacts include bronze and ivory sculptures, carvings, and other items of cultural significance. You may want to disagree with me with what I've said about the Benin people and the Bible chapter and verses I've quoted, but I want you to think about this. Why were the so-called sophisticated Europeans steal the Benin bronze and other artifacts during the slave trade? It is simply because they are wowed by the wisdom and the excellent craftsmanship that is put into those pieces. Is what they have never seen before.
I hoped that if we could bring people face to face with their tradition, if they could actually see representations of ancient people, highly civilized, brilliant people, and how strong their African features were, if they could look face to face at objects of material civilization created by early Africans, that they would understand the importance that the Bible gives to Africans and the importance that is there in a history that has so often been stolen.
Israelites are in Africa and there are overwhelming evidence to prove it. We've been lied to for so long a time, and I have evidences to back up everything that I've said today. If you have enjoyed this video, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please click like and share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. And until I see you again in the next video, I want you to remember